Hey guys, Mompreneur here. So I just want today to take time and discuss something I mentioned in one of my previous videos, talking to you guys about how I have obtained living a drama-free life. Now, honestly, let's be realistic. Yes, I still have drama that comes up in my life, but I want to talk to you more so about how to deal with it and how you can work on, yes, the drama may come, but how do I work on not allowing it to affect me in a place that I'm constantly living in drama and constantly questioning my own peace and my own sanity, right? So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. And if you're interested in continuing watching, please stay tuned. Welcome back to the Mompreneur Plug. I'm Tamara, and my goal is to inspire moms all over the world to be their very best. On my channel, you'll experience vulnerability, transparency, love, laughter, and so much more. I spend most of my days trying to balance my work as an entrepreneur, a wife, but most importantly, a mother. So come along for the ride as we work, grow, and boss like a mom together. You're still watching, go ahead and press like and go ahead and leave a comment once you hear something that I say that may touch you in a way. Thank you guys for supporting, and I'm so grateful and so glad to have you here. So let's talk, let's chat. One of the things I mentioned in one of my previous videos was talking to you guys about how I wanted to get into a place where I wanted to have a drama-free life. Now, like I was saying earlier, that is unrealistic to think that drama will never arise. That drama won't come, but it's how you handle it and how you deal with it. I am currently walking out what I'm talking about, so that's why I'm able to speak on it. I feel that the way I have handled drama in the past have been in such a negative way that it affected me negatively and caused a lot of anxiety and stress. And as I have spoken to you guys before and have been transparent enough to say that I do struggle with anxiety, I have to be careful what I allow in my space and what I allow in my mental space. And so when it comes down to drama, I'm at 30 years old. I am just now learning that it's all about perspective, and it's all about how you choose to handle the drama when it comes into your life. So for me, most drama that I deal with are centered around relationships in my life, whether they're friendships or work relationships or, associates, some sort of relationship, one of the ships, right? I am learning that is where most of drama is centered around for me. It involves other people. Now, there can be self-created drama. I don't deal with that too much, besides the fact that I overanalyze everything, so that does create drama for me. But that's a whole nother subject for another day. But when it comes down to drama for me, it involves other people. And so one of the things I wanted to discuss was how I have chosen to handle it and how it has really transformed my life. I know that sounds like really big, like, whoa, okay, sis, you're using big words or big terms like, oh, it's transformed my life. Things are different. But no, seriously, like, it's transformed my life. What I have learned and am still learning. And I know this is a cliche statement, that it is so true. Like, it is so true. I have learned that I cannot make everybody happy. And that took why am I getting teary-eyed? Lord Jesus. That took a very long time for me to grasp. And quite honestly, I'm still grasping that concept, because naturally I am a people pleaser. Naturally, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be pleased with me. I want everybody to be pleased with my actions. And so for me, it's been very difficult when I see that something I may have done or my actions have affected someone and has made them upset. And I ain't talking about me purposely like offending someone. I'm talking about me not responding to a text right away, or me deciding that I don't want to hang out a day. Like, I'm not talking about me calling somebody and cussing them out on the phone. Of course, that's going to affect someone negatively. I'm talking about things that there it is. When I have chosen myself in situations where normally I wouldn't, I felt like I was being punished for choosing Tamara. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with choosing yourself. I'm not saying be selfish. I'm not saying always choose yourself, but sometimes your sanity, your peace comes before somebody else's, and you have to take charge of that. And so if me making a decision for myself is affecting you negatively, I have no control over that. And I cannot make you happy. I can't make everybody in my life happy. You know, just for example, when my husband and I, when we first got married, we were young and a lot of people didn't agree with it. But guess what? A lot of people did. And guess what? It didn't matter if they did or didn't, because that was a decision that we made for ourselves. And at that time, I was trying to make everybody happy. I wanted my family, to be happy. I wanted, my parents to be happy. I wanted his parents to be happy. I wanted his grandparents to be happy. I wanted friends to be happy. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't take that decision back for anything. And I'm so glad I didn't listen to other people's opinions, because some of those opinions were in their own emotions. And I would have listened to someone else's opinion about my husband and missed out on one of the biggest blessings in my life, right? So I had to learn that. And that's one thing I would say to you. Really grasp the concept that you are not going to make everybody happy, and it is okay. The second thing I think I've learned in this is it's always good to self-evaluate. And what I mean by that is, in a situation where drama occurs, I always go within myself first to say, okay, Timber, did you really do something here that could have caused this drama? I have those conversations, because in those moments when I have those conversations with myself, I'm able to dissect the situation enough to say, okay, you played a role in this. How can you fix it? That can eliminate drama by itself, especially if you played a role in it. If you played a role in it, then you can go to that person and say, hey, listen, I'm so sorry. I sat down and I thought about it, and I realized how my actions have affected you, and it was not my intention. Or if it was your intention, be honest about that. Hey, at the time I was angry and I just wanted you to feel hurt like I felt hurt, so I lashed out. Whatever the case may be. But whenever you are able to take ownership of your part in it, it really helps bring down that level of, okay, it's drama. It's like, okay, you know what? It's drama, but I brought it on myself. How can I fix it? Now, if that person chooses not to respond or chooses not to be a part of it, this is the lesson I had to learn. Because I've never really had an issue apologizing with people, but I definitely had to learn that if someone wasn't ready to talk, oh Lord, that's good right there. If somebody was not ready to talk, or if somebody was not ready to receive what I had to say, I had to be okay with that. And I wasn't. I do not like conflict lingering in the air. I like to squash it and be done with it. I don't like the idea that somebody can be mad at me for months. I like the idea of, okay, we're grown, let's talk about it. But everybody doesn't respond to conflict like I do. And I had to come to realization of that. I'm a confrontational person, not in the fact that I'm gonna come in your face, let's talk about it, but more so, hey, let's address it. Like, I don't have an issue confronting issues. I don't have a problem confronting issues. I don't have a preconceived notion about confronting issues. I just go for it. Hey, you come to me and you tell me you upset with me. I'm like, okay, what's up? All right, lay it out before me. What did I do? You know what, sis? You know what, bro? I'm sorry. That was not my intention. Or you know what? That was my intention, but I didn't realize it was going to affect you that way, right? So that was one thing I definitely had to live with, because I was like, I'm telling you I'm sorry, why you not hearing what I have to say? But everybody doesn't receive apologies quickly. Some people take time. It's still something I'm working through, because I'm like, okay, if they're saying sorry and they're genuine, like, what's the issue? But everybody's different, and I'm learning that. So, and everybody doesn't forgive quickly either. Some people take time. Some people need time to process and all that good stuff. I'm definitely a processor, but when it comes to stuff like this, I like stuff to be resolved because once again, I'm naturally a people pleaser. So if I can find a way to end the conflict, I'm like, let's do it, right? So the third thing I would say is when it comes to drama, and actually this was something I had a Zoom call with some close sisters of mine recently, and we were talking about drama and friendships and stuff. And one of the things someone said was protect your peace. And it's such a simple yet profound statement. I have to protect my peace like I would protect my family. Like if somebody came charging at my son, I'm probably in my mind thinking, all right, what's the quickest way to kill this person? Don't take that way. I'm not a murderer. But if somebody come for my child, I'm finna be ready to you know what I'm saying, do what I got to do. But for me, I had to learn that I have to protect my peace the same way I protect my money. You know what I'm saying? The same way I protect my family. You know, the same way I protect my business. I have to protect my peace the same way. So if being in a relationship, if I have found that there is a specific relationship, which I have, there's constant drama, there's constant conflict, there's constant things that's causing me anxiety, I love you, but I gotta bounce out of this relationship because it's not adding any value to my life. It's only bringing stress. And we all know, we all have that one relationship that you just be like, bro, every time I look up, it's something. What is up? I had to come to terms with that. Okay, Tamara, you got to protect your peace. So if that means you got to cut that person off, if that means you got to limit your time with that person, or you have to distance yourself, do what you got to do, sis. Because at the end of the day, they don't have to live with you when you up in the middle of the night crying. They don't have to live with you when you having anxiety attacks. They don't have to be there when your husband's trying to comfort you and you can't catch your breath because you're literally panicking. They don't have to be with you when you can't even give 100% attention to your toddler and your 5-year-old because you're too busy stressing out about a conversation you had with them that had you thinking that you just this terrible person. I'm going to tell you, I've been in relationships with people where I just felt like I could do no good. That every time I looked up, they had an issue with something I was doing or I wasn't being good enough for them. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not perfect, but I'm a doggone good friend. And if you know me, you know that about me. I am friend to the friendless. Okay? Like I will give the shirt off my back. That's who I am. That's not me bragging or anything. That's just who I am in nature. I'm just naturally a giver. I give my all to people. And especially if I have considered you a friend in my life, there's pretty much nothing you can't get from me if you ask. That's just how I am. That's how I'm built. That's how I'm wired. I have learned to be very careful with that part of myself now because I do know that there are people out there that will use and abuse you and manipulate you. But I got tired of being in relationships with people where I felt like what I was doing was not good enough. And then because I go inward naturally, when stuff goes wrong, I naturally go, well, what did I do? That's a wear and tear on me mentally because to constantly feel like I'm always doing something wrong, that's unhealthy. And it's actually not a valid reflection of yourself because you're only basing it off of negative comments versus a holistic picture. So guys, those are the things I would say that could really, I know has helped me when it comes to eliminating drama in my life. Like I said, it's perspective. Drama's going to come, but how are you going to deal with it? That coworker's going to come and piss you off one day at work. How are you going to choose to deal with it? You know what I'm saying? Your mom is gonna tell you she doesn't agree with your decision to leave college. How are you going to deal with it? Your boyfriend's going to decide that he no longer wants to be faithful to you. How are you going to deal with it? You know what I'm saying? Your business is going to fall flat on its face a few times before you can really truly get it where you want it. How are you going to deal with that? How are you going to deal when drama comes into your life? When And I'm using the term drama, but any type of conflict, any type of obstacle that may come your way, your perspective and your mindset has to be, no matter what comes my way, I'm going to choose joy. I'm going to protect my peace. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm not going to go to the ends of the earth to fix this. And I'm going to come to realize that I am not a people pleaser. That I cannot please everybody. And it is not my responsibility, nor is it my obligation to make sure that I fulfill your happiness. So, I'm done preaching for today. I wanted to share that with you guys because when I brought it up in my last video, I realized that that was a topic that it's a universal topic. And I think all of us can deal with it. And definitely with me being a mompreneur, I literally don't have time for drama. I got time for my children, you know, my family, my husband, my children, my business. And that's about it. I don't have time for the foolishness. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing it. So, I really hope that this video helped you guys. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to make this all worth your while in watching. So, by the way, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm wearing my natural curls. If you want to check the video before this one, I'm teaching you guys on how I created my own aloe vera leave-in conditioner, and that's what I've been using. So, yeah, look at that. It's been doing my hair some good. So if you know me and been following me for a while, I normally don't wear my hair. I just cut my hair recently. I had a video queued up for that, but I wasn't able to get all the footage, so I wasn't able to talk to you guys about it. But I did recently cut my hair. And I personally don't like wearing my hair in its natural state, like curly, because I just don't like it. I feel like I look like somebody named Gladys or somebody auntie. But yeah, I really do feel like I look like somebody named Joyce Ann or Gladys. No offense to somebody named Joyce Ann or at Gladys, but I just feel like I look like that's my name. But you know, it's growing on me. I think it's cute today. So you know, hey. Anyway, if you guys have any recommendations on how I can style my hair being this short, please drop them down below. I love you guys, and stay tuned for my next video. You know, I always got something fresh coming to you. Love you. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm so grateful for your support, and I'm grateful that you've decided to take this mompreneur journey with me. With that being said, if you've made it all the way to the end of the video and you haven't liked or subscribed, what are you doing? If you want to like or subscribe to my channel, please click here. And if you want to see my latest video, please click here. Love you guys.